The palace. How does a memory champion fix a shuffled deck of cards in under a minute? Not with a photographic memory. There's no such thing. They use a system, and the gold standard system, the memory palace, maps directly onto the oldest hardware in the human brain. The brain GPS. In the hippocampus and the entorhinal cortex sits two kinds of neurons that together form our inner GPS. Place cells fire when we are in a particular locations. Grid cells lay down a regular hexagonal coordinated system to measure space. A discovery that earned the Nobel Prize in 2014. The brain was never built to memorize dry lists of symbols. It was built to move through three-dimensional space. Champions simply hijack that. They turn abstract facts into vivid, surprising images and send them along a familiar route. A childhood home, their own bedroom, any place within a home. The emotional stamp. Why does the vivid image stick? The amygdala, when something is striking or emotionally charged, the amygdala fires and releases adrenaline and noradrenaline, which lowers the hippocampus threshold so a single exposure can lock in one trial learning. Note the word I keep choosing: vivid, surprising, exaggerated, never crude. The power is in the surprise, and it can stay well within adab. Sleep seals it. But the deepest work happens when the student is not even trying. In sleep, the consolidation time. During sleep, slow wave sleep, with the sensory world quiet, the hippocampus enters replay. Rapid bursts called sharp wave ripples that rerun the day's pathway on a fast forward. Second compresses into about a tenth of a second. Those replay gradually hands the fragile memory off to the neocortex for permanent keeping. System consolidation. Rest is not a break from learning. Rest is the learning. That's a time the memory consolidates into long-term memory. Tadabbur and Basirah. Close. This is where Tadabbur, pondering a meaning across the stages of life, returning to it again and again, and the sleep seals. Space return meet the biology, and the fruit of all six movement is Basirah. Knowledge so fully consolidated and reflected upon that it becomes, in the Quran image, embodied in the chest, no longer information you hold, but insight that holds you and directs our character. So to teach for Basirah, respect the machinery, capture attention with a question, rebuild the idea within, anchor it in space, stamp it with vividness, and let sleep and spacing seal the synapses. Build a temple in the mind. Let the night do its quiet work, because from the first movement to the last, one law runs through it all. Energy flows where attention goes, and incubation, the time of rest or sleep, is where the learning begins.